Laine here, your best source for info on the Northwest real estate market with your June 2016 market update. This month I'm going to start with giving you up-to-date stats, then I'll tell you what the market is doing, and lastly what you should do as a buyer or seller given where the market is heading. Sound good? Okay, then let's dive in. So here's what we know about the market through May 2016. At month end there were 15,198 active listings. I've seen it more than double that in prior years. That figure is down 22% from the same period last year when it was at 19,515. In the month of May alone, there were 12,272 new listings added, which is an increase. The problem is that we sold 12,275 of them, and the net effect was inventory went down by 3 houses. Pricing rose 7.2% across the entire MLS, which is actually a good number and not too high, indicating that things might be overheating. In King County, though, pricing jumped 11.75%, and for single families only, prices rose 16.5%, double the historical averages, and similar to the 2 years that preceded the Great Recession. Inventory across our entire MLS is currently at 1.76 months, 6 months being a balanced market. And in King County specifically, the level drops to 1.27 months of inventory as of today, and less than a month for condos in King County. Now the good news is that inventory number is actually up. It was 0.81 months of inventory in April, so sellers are getting their homes on the market. That's a good segue for what the trend is currently in the Puget Sound region. We're starting to see more and more homes with extended days on market, or DOM, and this is due to a couple of factors. The main one is that many sellers are trying to project a higher price based on the homes around them that are being bid up. The problem with that is that every buyer has the MLS in their pocket, and they can tell when a home is overpriced. So as a seller, you can't assume that just because the house next door to you listed for $400,000 and had multiple offers that bid it up to $500,000, that you should just list your home for $499,000, $999,000. You won't get the same traffic. You won't get multiple offers. All you will get is extended days on market, followed by a lowball offer. And by the way, never price your property with a bunch of nines in the price. You're not selling an auto paint job like Earl Scheib. You're selling a house. Respect price bracketing. And if you don't know what that is, watch my video on price bracketing. One other trend we're seeing in our market is that luxury homes are starting to really steal the show. In King County alone, there are 956 properties currently priced at $1 million or above. And our luxury marketing system and ability to tap into the international market has really helped a lot of sellers get the exposure their property deserves and the price that they want. We have numerous bilingual and multilingual brokers in our office, and several that speak Mandarin or Cantonese. Anyway, looking forward, here's what you should be thinking. If you're a seller, be wary of bidding wars with finance buyers. Have your broker vet whether that buyer can come up with the cash to cover any shortfall if the appraisal comes in low. Because if he can't, they're just going to ask you to discount. And if you refuse, you have to go back on the market. When that happens, other buyers will see a failed escrow in your past and wonder what's wrong. And you will now be adding to your days on market number. It would be better to pass on the highest offer if he's financed and can't come up with the money for the difference. Also look at the loan-to-value ratios for your pre-approval letters. These can be a good indicator of whether you may have an issue coming your way. Remember, the first rule of underwriting is that buyers are approved for an LTV, not a loan per se. That LTV is based on, quote, the sales price or the appraised value, whichever is lower. So if you accepted a $500,000 finance offer, the appraisal comes in at $450,000, the buyer is putting 10% down, well, he just went from needing $50,000, 10% of his $500,000 offer, to $95,000, 10% of $450,000, plus the difference between the sales price and the appraisal. If they're putting less down, it becomes even less likely. For buyers, my advice remains the same. Put your best foot forward. Now is not the time to be timid. If you love a house, go get it. My wish for you is that you can find an offer amount that you feel good about, but also feel like that if someone else wins, they can have it because they paid too much. That's not always an easy number to identify, but I want you to feel good about your offer. And don't forget, there's an emotional premium for the perfect home. When it's the right house in the right neighborhood, in the right school district, you should be comfortable going over list price to win it. Your broker can advise you on this. Your broker should also advise you on ways to make your offer stronger that don't only have to do with price. One of my brokers won a multiple offer situation recently for his client by using the tactics we train on daily, and he won even though there were 2 offers higher than his, and one was a full $36,000 higher. If your broker isn't an expert in writing winning offers, then you should talk to someone at Miller Lane Properties, where we treat sales like a true profession and we practice our craft daily. This is Ed Laine signing off. If you need more information, please feel free to go to my website, edlaine.com, and if you're a buyer, go to wholesalehomeaccess.com. If you're a seller, go to sellingwithedeaseasy.com and make it a great day.